On the line, my state of mind is to keep a peace of mind. Unlike Malcolm with my piece at the Venetian blinds, I'm trying to manifest some things in my subconscious mind that I have only seen in dreams in my unconscious mind. My dreams unrefined, spring to mind, a state of mind that make it seem this lucky life of mine is pre-designed. And if it is, then thank the Lord, cause that's the mastermind. Yes, Lord. Yes, Lord. Yes, Lord.
We are about 15 miles south of downtown Buffalo at Bills Stadium in Orchard Park. The folks in Buffalo love their Bills, and a moment ago they entered to the delight of this sold-out crowd. They're set for football as their Bills will do battle with the Indianapolis Colts. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. To get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. Well, this defense for the Bills, they really played well a week ago in that win over the Jets.
And that's not the half of it. They forced 7 turnovers in that game, and I know we always talk about turnovers coming in bunches once you force the first one, but 7? That seems almost impossible, but we watched it happen.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. And they'll try to run the option here. And this, I mean, it's certainly something to watch out for. He is not afraid to call his own number on plays like that. And here he takes it for good yardage.
And we know this defense prepared all week for this, but sometimes when you see it in person, it's a whole different ball game. And all that preparation, it goes right out the window.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They give to Taylor out of the gun. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
Now that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater. He just made a great play there.
2nd and 10. From the gun, it's Taylor. Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
An extra defensive back here for the Bills on 3rd down. To throw, Montez. He'll find Paris Campbell. That's complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. And it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice 1st down. Drive keeps moving.
Oh, the option to give to Taylor here. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the 1st half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game. So what do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels. Because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, it's nothing but room to run.
And he's taken down inside the 30. Relatively small sample size, but that's his longest run of the 1st quarter. Bounced it out to the outside to make it successful.
And to get there, you actually need some help. It's not just your pure speed getting to the corner, making sure that the blocking is taken care of inside so the pursuit doesn't get you. And oftentimes, those wide receivers, tight ends that might be flexed out, they've got to control the edge and make sure no one from the outside can spill the play before he gets there.
On second down now, it's Taylor, and he'll get it down this time to the 17.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
Here's Montez. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
It's been a good opening drive offensively thus far, but you know they don't want to waste it and settle for a field goal attempt after that incompletion. So this is a big play coming up here on 3rd down.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Now Montez. Got a man. It's Pittman, and he holds it in for the Colts touchdown. Michael Pittman. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Colts take it right down and score on the opening drive. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Bills take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Throwing to start the drive. Allen. He's got the connection to Cole Beasley. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
Brandon, to me, what's important right here on this drive is for them to get at least 2 first downs. They've got to give their defense a chance to settle down, catch their breath a little bit after they give up a touchdown on the opening drive.
4 yards remain for 2nd down. Now the first carry for Devin Singletary. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Call it no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go. To the air, Allen. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. They stopped him shy of the marker, thought they were bringing up 4th down, and then that penalty.
Let's face it, they thought they had bent, but could absorb that, right? Instead, they broke as a result of their own penalty.
A bad time for a roughing penalty, and they get the gift of a 1st and 10. To throw, it's Allen. Steps away to his left. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down. Allen. He'll dump this down to Matt Breida. So the completion good for just 3. And that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. He hits Beasley right side. And he is going to have a Bills 1st down, maybe by about a yard as they find a way to convert on 3rd and inches.
That throw's not going to get them a whole lot, but that really didn't matter, did it? They got what they needed on that throw. Picked up the 1st down, and I'm going cliche here. Game of inches, partner.
Absolutely. And you talked to me a lot about opening drives, how key those are to set the tone. You kept the drive alive. 3rd down conversion here is big. He's got his target. It's the tight end Knox. So the completion there, Charles, looking at this defense, certainly in for a tough task here this afternoon. What are some of the keys for them if they want to come out on top?
Well, the first thing, partner, is they just allowed a completion there. They don't want to get a string of those going. Let him get his confidence. Let him get into the rhythm of the game, the flow of the game, and all of a sudden, he's feeling like he can do no wrong. You want to really get after his timing a little bit, knock a few balls away, and make things uncomfortable for him. Because if he feels relaxed, you are in for a tough afternoon.
A gain of 6 there on first. With these run-pass options, we often talk about a good quarterback and running back. Well, having a talented wide receiver helps also.
Yeah, even coming in third in the discussion, sometimes that means he really should be first, because all you want to do is get the ball in their hands and let them make the big plays downfield.
Flush to his right, and that will be incomplete. They couldn't hook up on what's going to be the final play of this first quarter. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. This will be the 8th play of the drive here. 3rd and 4. Play action. Now it's Allen. Sliding out of the pocket. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge. And that's good enough for a first down.
A very important third down conversion right there, because when you're trailing and find yourself this deep in enemy territory, the kicker's not even part of your thought process. You got to make it pay off with 6. Nice connection right there to set up 1st and goal.
And this time they were waiting for him, as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. From back at the 4, here's 2nd and goal. Allen now looks to throw. Escaping the pressure right. Allen hit. He lost the football.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage, but I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
So crisis averted, but now facing 3rd and goal. So the shotgun snap to Allen. Eluding the pressure right. And he will slide down with a good gain. Able to find a seam for 14 yards, but still now facing a 4th down after the scramble. The kick by Bass is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So, yes, it's only 3, but at least they're able to answer back after giving up the touchdown to start the game.
Yeah, I like the observation there, because getting some points on the board, very positive for them. Feel a little bit better about things, because if you don't score, you potentially have opened the door for them to score again, and then you're down 14.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They had the touchdown on the opening drive of the ball game. It was countered by just a field goal. So, hey, if your guys can do that for 4 quarters, you're in good shape.
Yeah, it is a team game, so that's just good complimentary football. But, you know, I know I'm no brainiac, but you trade 6s for 3s, things are going to work out in your favor. And they'll use him out in the backfield, and sometimes quite a bit. They're just trying to get him touches any way they can. 4 catches a week ago, there's another one right there.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
It's another zone defense. It looks like it's open for possibilities, but they did a nice job patrolling the middle of the field and forcing an incompletion.
Here's 2nd and 10. They'll let the QB keep it here off the option. So that'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
Well, speed is definitely a calling card if you play cornerback in this league, and he does a terrific job there of hustling in quickly to make the play.
And these are the kind of plays that defenders dream about, a chance to get a big running start and go after the quarterback. He was not at all put off by the option. I think he committed to the quarterback right from the outset, and he was able to get in there and put the hit on him.
Got an open man. That's Campbell. And he is going to have a Colts first down by about a yard as they're able to convert on 3rd and 2.
And that one was a lot of fun right there because that was the game within the game. 3rd and short, blitz was on. What's the key for the quarterback? Get out of your hands in a hurry. And that was a quick little completion. Got the job done for a first down.
And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. I think you mentioned in the opening drive that these guys needed to establish the run, protect the young QB. I actually wrote that down, believe it or not. So how would you assess things so far?
I'm kind of touched that you actually wrote something like that down. I appreciate that, partner. But I do think they've been able to do that. Maybe not as effectively as they've wanted to, but I think we'll see more of as this game goes along because they want to continue to take care of that young QB. I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Taylor. And he's got Rome. And he will be taken down inside the Buffalo 20. A big play there on the catch and run.
Well, partner, that's how you make a long drive suddenly not so long anymore. One big play, and they're already in field goal range with designs on getting more than that.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. They'll set up a throw. And they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28. Gregory Rousseau, the rookie from Miami, in there to bring him down.
I spent a lot of extra time preparing for this game watching this offensive line because they gave up 5 sacks last week in their loss. They just gave up another one now. They don't seem to be working together as a cohesive unit. Right? 4 guys might have it right, but the 5th guy is giving something up. They've got to find a way to all get on the same page.
And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down.
And it's 3rd down.
Well, this drive, they're a perfect 2 of 2 on 3rd down conversions, but they need a full 10 yards here. Back to throw here. Flushed out right. And probably the wise decision there. No one open. He just throws it away. And that keeps the field goal on the table as it's 4th down. Blankenship's kick is good. And they push the lead up to a touchdown now at 10-3.
So a nice kick there as they add 3 to the lead.
And from what I've seen so far, Brandon, I think they've been the better of the 2 teams here in the first half. So even though you want the touchdown, I think that's a nice job there to put 3 points on the board.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive.
And, you know, it's certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now,
blitz coming, and down he goes. DeForest Buckner, he's the culprit, and that is now his 13th sack of the season as his great year continues. Throwing on 2nd and long. Allen. His throw incomplete.
Well, as we get ready for 3rd down, let's go back and recap here. The sack on the first play of this drive, that threw a wrench in what they were trying to accomplish because they were compelled to throw the ball on 2nd down. A running play was not in the works. And that incompletion set up another passing down here on 3rd and long.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
58, somebody. Watch a slant, watch a slant. Watch a slant. Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out.
Throwing now is Allen. Going deep for Diggs. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. On 4th down, on is the former Dolphin Matt Hawk to punt for Buffalo. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. It's a 40-yard punt, 4 yards on the return. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10.
At their own 46-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And last time they were able to churn some clock. They got the field goal, added on to their lead. But that was a drive that was so long, it should have ended in a touchdown. You know that's how they felt.
And we'll both be headed to the airport after the game. But we probably should go to the post-game press conference because someone's going to ask the head coach about this drive. And he's going to profess that he was happy to get points. But and we know that's not true.
Yeah.
Okay, after this type of a drive, not getting a touchdown, a huge disappointment.
On 2nd down, it's Taylor. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. Well, we know he's an electric runner. Earlier this half, you were wondering how they were going to bottle him up at different levels. That was your suggestion. Some mixed results.
Yeah, certainly, because we have seen him bottled up at times. We've seen him playing very well. We've also seen him pop the cork a few times and get out of there, haven't we?
We have indeed. 1st and 10, Taylor now. A.J. Klein on the tackle there. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Running left, Taylor. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. On 3rd down, here's Taylor. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Now the Colts will use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. He'll buy some time right. He's got a man. It's his fullback. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5.
That's a big league job there of getting out of the pocket, not panicking, and just buying himself some time. Then he made a good, accurate throw to set up 1st and goal.
Flush to his right. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now. Back to throw. Dancing to his left. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the right hash, and this one just a chipping. And that hits off the left upright, and it caroms away no good. So we come to halftime here with the visiting Colts taking the lead to the locker room as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. The Bills trail here, but they will get the football first as we are back underway on EA Sports. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. now here's a timeout called by the Colts on the defensive side of the ball. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. Breida to get the third quarter started. Dancing away at the 35, and they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
A good run there off right tackle in an old-school NFL football. The right side, the offensive line, often known as the nasty side. The left side, usually the technical side. Kind of reminds me of the old Atlanta Falcons 2009-2010. That's how they constructed their offensive line.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. So they fake the handoff. Now Allen. Allen hit. He lost the football, and the Colts pick it up. And he's going to return it to the 21-yard line. A little careless with the football, and he also had a fumble loss last week, didn't he?
He certainly did, and when I'm watching him play, the one thing that comes to mind is always remember, traffic, turbulence, people around you, 2 hands. Get 2 hands on the ball. Grip it tight. I know it looks cool to have it in one hand, but put it away, tuck it away, because you've got to take care of the ball.
Touchdown, Colts! Harris Campbell, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Colts use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good. And the lead is now 17-3. So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big word. I like it, though, because you're exactly right.
And he'll be brought down by the Colts. Grover Stewart breaking through to get him to the ground. It's a loss of 7. A hole to dig out of here. 2nd and 17. Another try after the 1st down sack. Allen escaping the pressure right. And he's got his man here, Beasley.
That's a good bounce-back play right there after taking a sack on 1st down. Didn't quite get it to the marker, but now they're in a much better spot for a 3rd and short yardage call. If you're the offensive coordinator, you like looking at that section a heck of a lot better than trying to figure out 3rd and long.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. From the gun, it's Allen. He'll get this out wide to Singletary. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
On 1st down, here's Breida. And no room that time, getting it to about the 46. There to stop him was Darius Leonard.
You know, it's not just all athleticism from defensive linemen. Let's give them a little credit for their football intelligence as well. Read and react by them, understood the play call, and stacked it up and stuffed the run.
On 2nd and 9, Allen. Looking for his running back, and he's got it. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another 1st down at the Colts 42.
Now what we're seeing, this is much better from this offense because so far in this game, no touchdowns to this point. And what's usually a direct correlation? Very few explosive plays. That's been their issue. Not able to make that big shot downfield or break one off, but a nice game there for a 1st down.
1st down, and they're going to throw with Allen. He's going to look deep down the field. And incomplete on the deep ball.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Now Allen. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on. Third down.
Another attempt, another incompletion. And when I look at the scoreboard and where we are in this game, it comes to mind that they have to start getting the ball in the hands of their playmakers. Throw it to the guys that maybe can take a short pass and turn it into a long gain or make people miss downfield. They've got to have points. And the guys who can put the ball in the end zone, they're the ones that need to touch the ball.
And that is incomplete. But the pressure there on third down, forcing the errant pass. Fourth down coming up. Here's Matt Hawk now as he'll punt it away for the second time. That one sails out of bounds. The side judge will walk it off. And he says it went out of bounds at the 9-yard line. Nice punt.
Let's go old school there. That's absolutely a great coffin corner punt. Someone's put some time in working on that, hasn't it?
Seems like every year these guys get better and better. It's amazing how they can command that football through the air.
Yeah, they used to actually practice with hula hoops where they place them and try and put them there. Now a lot of guys use barrels on the sidelines to try and put the football in one.
Taylor's got the first down and more. And finally, down at the 41-yard line. 99 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
When you see a big-time run to the outside, it always comes back to setting the edge, doesn't it?
Absolutely, and they were perfect in setting the edge there.
And the funny part is, both sides of the ball talk about it. The offense has to set the edge so you can get outside. The defense wants to set the edge to control things so they can kick the run back inside.
Offense wins there.
Offense won big.
In need of only about the length of the football here on second down. Now a give to Taylor. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
On first down, Taylor. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at second down.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7 as that one officially a loss of 1. On third down, it's Taylor. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage.
That's the type of run that Jonathan Taylor gives you so often, and you just can't take it for granted. He finds a way to get those extra yards. The 3rd running back taken in the 2020 draft, but he had the best numbers by far of any of them. 1,169 yards, 3rd most in the NFL, and by the last quarter of the season, he ranked among the best runners in the league.
And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. Under a minute to go in this 3rd quarter as they come up 1st and 10. On the handoff, Taylor. And he'll get about 5 here as he'll take this down inside the 20-yard line.
That was a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
He'll get forward for 3 down to the 16-yard line.
Tackle made at the 16-yard line. A 3-yard gain on the play brings up 3rd down.
Off the option, here's Taylor. And a penalty flag down as he gets only about a yard. And let's listen in on the call. So we'll get the penalty all sorted out when we get back. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And this 3rd down looking very tough after the holding penalty. 3rd and long. Now back to throw. Over the middle here, it's Hilton. And he is going to have a Colts 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And that pickup of a 1st down, that's going to leave a mark because they really needed to stop them there, didn't they?
Oh, so frustrating. Defensively, you're a play away from getting that football back here. Down late, tough. Now they've got to find a way to create a turnover or a takeaway. Otherwise, this one will probably get away from them. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. To throw, Montez. Fighting Hilton on the slant. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. That's a catch of some significance. It's number 631 of his career, and why that's significant, it ties him with Hall of Famer Raymond Berry,
who was one of the most precise route runners at any position during his time in his career. So I think that we're seeing something very similar here. He may not have known Raymond Berry, but he goes about his business the same way. Understands how defenses are going to play, understands where the leverage is, and goes away from it to the tune of 631 catches.
And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. Call it a gain of 3, and it'll bring up 4th down. Try to punch it in with Taylor. And he takes it in for a Colts score. Jonathan Taylor, his 17th touchdown now on the season. And the Colts look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. Extra point hugged the upright a bit, but he gets it to go. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. From his end zone, Isaiah McKenzie. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. This one certainly has not gone according to script. You would have thought on paper that this offense would have its way here, but they certainly have not, and they trail big. After this, it figures to be a quiet trip home. Now a throw right side taken in here to start this drive. And he finally is out of bounds, but he's down inside the 20-yard line. A big play here for Buffalo. Excellent execution, and now they're set up nicely.
Are they ever? Red zone? I wonder what the next play call is going to be, because after a big play like that, a lot of teams like to use the momentum to launch another one.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Tell you what, partner, after he ices down, he's going to need a nice long soak in a hot tub after this one. He's been under duress the entire game.
And once again, hit as he throws. Fortunate that one wound up incomplete. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Here's Allen to throw it. He will find Diggs in the end zone. Touchdown, Buffalo. Stephon Diggs. His 14th touchdown now on the year. And the Bills are finally into the end zone here in this fourth quarter. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And the lead will be cut down to 14. 2 scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And this is going to be taken in by the Colts. Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of an anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. They go to the ground again with Taylor. And he'll be close to a first down as the tackle made at the Bills' 34. And even 150 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. The Colts on 3rd down. They've been tough to stop. 8 for 10 so far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. They'll try and run for the first with Taylor. And Taylor, I don't think he got there. No, he did not. Unable to break free, and he's marked short. Call it no gain that time, and they're going to be left looking up at a 4th and 1. They'll run for it. It's Taylor. And he's able to pick up the first before he's taken down at the 27. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the fourth quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarter.
And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. Jonathan Taylor, his 2nd TD of the game and 18th of the year. And the Colts have pretty well put it away here in the fourth quarter. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. McKenzie now from his end zone. Now a hit and a loose football. So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery, but he can always sound out the alarm. Hey, ball's on the ground. We've got to get it back.
And meanwhile, Allen's throw here pulled in by Beasley. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Bills football here as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. Allen's throw here taken in by Knox. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. He's been quiet today in the passing game, just his 2nd catch.
Yeah, and people have to come up with schemes to limit him. And what a lot of teams do, they'll double him, use a linebacker underneath, a safety over the top. Sometimes they'll just take a corner, maybe their 3rd corner.
Looking for Diggs, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Julian Blackmon. And the Colts are going to have it here at their own 32-yard line. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive.
And this game, it could very well turn out to be the shocker of the weekend. Not too many expecting them to come in here and win. And they're not just winning, they're dominating. And now trying to finish this one off. Carlos Basham able to make the play defensively.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. That one looks like he'll throw here. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. And Oliver, coming right up the gut, gets in there for a loss of 9.
Brandon, that's just football 101. If you're out of the pocket, you've got to get rid of the football in this situation. You cannot take a sack in a 2-minute drill.
And the pressure gets to him again. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go in the game. Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the 4th quarter. And they're going to fake it from deep in their own territory. A little trickeration there, but it doesn't fool. And now possession will go over inside the 15-yard line.
There are times to run that fake, and there are times to not run it, and this, without question, would fall in the latter category.
Well, I don't know about without question, partner. I think we should look at the analytics on this one because, oh, yeah, the analytics say, yeah, without question.
Oh, now Breida loses it, and the Colts pick it up.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes, but it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, you'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They have the dream scenario you hope for coming into the game. Just one kneel here, and this game should be over.
And it's always the final play of preparation each week. The practicing of the kneel-down formation, the victory formation. We've got a game in hand, and that's all they're going to want to do now. They'll put someone back deep just in case something goes haywire. But all in all, take the snap, kneel down, and shake hands. Yes, get out of there.
Now Montez.
And quickly, he just gets that ball out of there. Not quite sure what he was doing, and here comes the flag. Clearly wasn't outside of the tackle box. There's your penalty.
And accompanying that penalty, a loss of down.
They lose the yardage, and, of course, they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long.
Here's Montez.
And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away, and now it's 3rd.
But listen, when you've got the lead, there's absolutely no sense trying to fit a ball in where you shouldn't. You can see the coaching in his head taking place on that play because he saw he had a receiver in the area. He just put it well over his head out of harm's way.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Looking to throw.
He'll find a man over the middle. It's Pittman.
And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left.
I don't know how many times, not just in my playing career, but you and I working together, have we ever heard a coach say, you know, I just don't have that play on my call sheet. And that's really what we had here. That was a big hole they were trying to get out of.
Yeah, big gain, still a ways to go, though. And this doesn't end well at all as they stop him far behind the line to gain. So this